everyone, it's Sarah with Something's Pretty Special again, and I just wanted to share with you a haul video from some goodies I found at my Hobby Lobby. I don't get to Hobby Lobby as much as a lot of you guys. Mine's over an hour away, and so I only go about twice a year. But when I got my tax return this year, and after, stuff goes into savings, I decided it was time to go up there and do another big purchase. So I'm going to start with the 12 by 12 pads that I found. I was really excited to see these because a lot of the 6 by 6 we've been getting at Michael's, but they're a little more difficult to find in 12 by 12. So I definitely wanted to share these with you guys. So this is the My Mind's Eye Lost and Found 2. And as you can see, it looks like it's about 4 of the 6 by 6 pads in one 12 by 12. And I know that this collection right here is a 6 by 6 pad. I've seen it at least at my local Michael's. I think I've seen this one in a pad too, but I can't remember 100%. And then I know that this yellow and gray one for sure was a 6 by 6 pad that came out a while ago. And then I know that this one right here, this collection down here, is a 6 by 6 pad that should be available right now. So that's one of the 12 by 12s I picked up. Let me get that down. This is another one, this bottom portion, the Bramble Rose. This is all another 6 by 6 pad I know that my local Michael's carries. It's by My Mind's Eye, Bramble Rose, and actually I can show you. This is the 6 by 6 pad and what it looks like. You can get it at Michael's. So I know they have this one. And then I found it here in, like I said, the 12 by 12. And the other thing I was excited about is this 12 by 12 was mixed with this really cool chevron paper, so which makes in awesome, and this will make really cool backgrounds and accents for a lot of projects and stuff that are coming on and go with a lot of things that are coming out. Chevrons seem to be really big, so super excited when I saw this. Next is the Prima Ledger pad. I know this has been out a while, but I hadn't actually been able to get my hands on it, and I like to look at paper sometimes before I order it. So I was really excited to see this with all the different ledger papers and things like that. It's going to be awesome for a lot of projects I have coming up. And then lastly, this is just a basic 12 by 12 craft cardstock. I always need this for card bases and things like that. So that's the paper. I also went hog wild, as you can see, with the 6 by 6 paper stacks. This is the Prima Almanac collection. Absolutely love it. This one, I know this is an old find, London Market. I still have my 12 by 12 paper from last year. I haven't used it on a project yet, but so I was really excited to see when I found the 6 by 6. So I went ahead and snapped this up just in case they're not going to carry it anymore. I got the Prima Printery 6 by 6 paper. I had never really laid eyes on any of these Prima papers in person, so I definitely like to check paper out sometimes before I just buy it online. So I was really happy to find this, and I love it. And Nature Garden I did not like online, but when I actually saw it in person, I really liked it. So I was surprised when I wanted to buy this one, but I did, and I love it. I can't wait to work with it. The other thing I bought a lot of were trims. I bought, I think, 4 new trims. This one's one of my favorites. It's this really pretty white organza that's intertwined with these really tiny pearls. And the way the organza's, let me lay it out on the black, maybe you can see it. The way the organza is mixed in with the pearls, it looks almost like little rosettes. It's really difficult to see because the organza has a sheen, but I absolutely love that one. This was another one of the laces I found. It's not really like a lace. It feels more crocheted. It's a bit heavier than I would say a traditional lace, but this really pretty scallop. I like this, and I know this will look gorgeous when I dye it with some of my sprays and things like that, so I was excited about that. This one, I would say this is more of a scalloped lace. It's got that sheer backing to it and things like that. So I was excited when I picked this up for more of a lacy look, and some of the paper will come through behind it too. But I think this will look pretty dyed as well. And then this is the big one that I got. It's probably about 2 inches wide, this trim. And it's, again, the heavy duty feels more crocheted than like a lace. But I just loved the whip and how pretty and intricate and wide the design was. So I think this will be gorgeous on the bottom of tags and things like that. So those were the trims I picked up. The other thing that I found, apparently I'm on a Prima kick, didn't realize it, but I am. They had these Prima cling mounted stamps, which they just kind of has a little bit of everything, clocks and teapots and chairs. So vintage, maybe a little, you know, could be steampunky with the keys and the bird cage and a border stamp. Let me see. This doesn't seem to have a name on it, but I really like it. I just thought it was a fun stamped collection. Works with a lot of my paper collection, so I was excited to see that. They had all their spare parts by the Paper Studio. All their stuff was 40% off, so I picked up these really pretty teal flowers. I've been working a lot with teal lately, so I was excited to find these. They also had these crocheted ones and kind of like a peach and the different shades of brown. For some reason, I never have enough brown accents, and I come to find out I don't even have a brown spray, so I was excited to find a predominantly brown pack. So I really like this. And then the other thing I got from there was they had this set of cards. They're the Great Rock Island Route. They're by the Paper Studio, so they were 40% off. And it's these box of cards, and I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. You can see some of the different vintage, not really, but they had vintage travel designs on them, which I thought would be really fun, either for a card base or for cutting apart for mixed media, altered art, things like that. I'll take one of them out and show you. This was probably my favorite, but it's just this vintage advertisements and papers and things like that. Would go great with all my Tim Holtz stuff and everything, so I was excited to see that, and it was on sale. I also picked up just a plastic curved like jewelry compartment organizer for all the metal pieces I seem to be stocking up on nowadays. And then these are the other thing I was really excited. These were on sale for $1, and they're just these little organza flowers, the little bling in them. But I thought how pretty to just tuck in with some of the paper roses or my I Am Roses and things like that. So I bought one in white, and then they had this really gorgeous, I would call it almost like a salmon or coral color, but this just goes perfect with the Bramble Rose paper. So I picked up 2 of these little bunches to go in there. And then the last thing I bought, you can kind of see, they had in their floral section, they had these little they're almost like rubber, these little plastic flowers. And I'll show you the bunches of them together. And I thought how fun to cut apart and either do as like a little sprig, like a little bunch just tied with some, you know, in there on the stems, or to cut them apart and mix them in with some of the I Am Roses. So I picked up a lot of the colors, like a pink and kind of a rust and a cream and a teal and browns, and I love that they're all variegated. You know, some look a little white and distressed and faded and things like that. So I picked these up there as well, which I think they're going to be really pretty mixed, especially with the Bramble Rose paper. Again, I couldn't help myself, so I went ahead and got those. So that's everything I got at the Hobby Lobby. I hope you guys definitely go check yours out, especially if you're interested in any of those 12x12 pads that coordinate with the 6x6s we've all been buying at Michael's. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I hope you have fun crafting. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.